Hello my loves, and welcome to this week's video and episode number 2 of the Markel Magnolia Cup Diaries. As many of you will know, I'm training for the Markel Magnolia Cup. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go and watch episode 1, which I will link up on the screen somewhere here. In this episode, we're focusing on all things fitness, which is a huge part of training. I have 3 different sorts of training. I train with the racehorses with riding, I do simulator training, and then I do the fitness gym training. Before getting myself into this experience, I had no idea quite how fit jockeys have to be. They are some of the fittest athletes in the world, and there was me thinking that they are just rider fit, which they most definitely are not. They are so much more than that, and they really dedicate an insane amount of time to the fitness. To be a professional jockey, you have to pass something called the jockey fitness test, and this is a test that will push you to your limit, and it's basically there to replicate the strength and endurance needed to ride these racehorses. And whilst I'm not becoming a professional jockey, you do need to pass this test 3 times in order to get into the Markel Magnolia Cup. And it's honestly been such an incredible journey. I've gone from somebody 8 months ago who had pretty much zero fitness and hated the gym to now where I am a completely different level of fitness. I have more energy. It's improved my riding so much, and I'm so grateful that they make us go through all of these proper practices, because if I hadn't started training 3 months prior to training with the racehorses, there would have been no way I would have been able to ride these horses, because you really do need a different level of strength and cardio to keep up with the horses. Because again, not only are the jockeys athletes, but the horses are also professional athletes. So yeah, it's just been so cool and I've loved it. And what I've done over the last 8 months is just film random clips at random times, documenting the journey. So keep on watching if you want to find out all about this crazy journey and see where we started to where we finished, and also finding out the result of my test and whether or not I managed to get into the Markel Magnolia Cup. Oh my goodness, it's a week today before the first assessment, so I've got a practice run of my PT. I'm not feeling good, I'm not gonna lie. It probably isn't the best time of the month. I think I might be coming down or something. I've also got a wisdom tooth that's causing me a lot of grief. So I don't know how this is going to go, but let's manifest a good session. My PT, Tess, she's fab, so I think she will help me and motivate me. So anyway, let's go. Do you know what the gym I go to is such a manly gym? It's really scary, but we're all good. Okay, we have the standee. Let's go.
It's true, if you're not feeling 100%,
yeah,
this is just going to give you a minimum of what I want you to hit on the day.
Okay, perfect.
Hit some just a tiny bit, squeeze above the bar, sit back, it's actually a tiny bit.
I had 4 weeks to prepare for my first fitness test. So we did about 6 gym sessions and then maybe 4 home workouts a week. In my first PT session of tests, we did a practice run of the entire fitness test to see where I was at. And I had a terrible score. I think it was about 45%. So we knew that we had our work cut out and we had to work really hard. The way Tess trained me was by breaking up each exercise into small chunks. For example, this one was 20 squats and then a 4-minute hold. And instead of doing the whole 4 minutes, we would break it up into 4 1-minute sets. She would also do things like making some exercises harder than the test, so then by the time I have the test, it feels easier than it has in our sessions. Okay, so that was one of my worst exercises, and the first time I did 1 minute 30, and that was 3 minutes, which would be a pass on the test. So I'm so happy about that, really, really happy. One wasn't as good, I got the same as I got the first time, so another one to work on. Okay, so that one was an improvement by, I can't remember how many seconds, but a good bit. Now Tess is bringing in the walked bike, which is my least favourite because that's cardio, and every time I feel like I'm going to be sick. So this is our last exercise though. So.
While you're ready, you just got to hold that. I know, you've got it.
Good evening guys, I am just packing to go to Newmarket, so I'm doing a little staycation by myself. I booked a hotel there because my first fitness test is at 9:45 tomorrow morning, and I just thought it'd be good to have a good night's sleep and stay in the area. I actually don't feel nervous right now. I'm kind of excited, to be honest, to see how I do. I'm just packing. Let me show you what I'm packing. 40 trainers. These are the Metcon 6s, which my trainer recommended for me to get, and they are so comfortable. I've got my makeup case. This is the best makeup case. It's from Katie Loxton. Lucasades. I've got my riding gear. I've got my sports gear. I've got some snacks just in case I get hungry on the day. Gonna take some bananas. And yeah, I think that's me packed. Okay, I have arrived at the British Racing School. The gates are opening. I can see horses in the distance crossing the roads. I passed the fitness assessment by 77%. You have to get 60 to pass. And last time I tried, I got like 55. So I'm so pleased. I'm so proud of myself as well.
So with the fitness, you did really well today. I know you were knackered on the watt bike, and I could see that after 30 seconds you were done, and you got it back together at the end. You're in a really good place for your fitness, but the watt bike just, and I get it why, because you really push yourself through the other exercises.
Yeah, it was really good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
And it was the strangest press up and hold I've seen, but you held it for a long time.
Why was it strange?
Because your arms were like so far apart. Fair play, you held it for a long time. It's good.
Hello, ignore the state of me right now. I've just had an hour lesson with Apollo. So it's 2 days before the fitness and riding assessment. And I thought I would have a proper lesson with Apollo just to brush up a little bit on my flat work. And flat work is basically when you're in the school with the horse and you're doing things like trotting and cantering and connecting with the horse. From the last riding assessment, they gave me a few pointers. So I just wanted to see if I had ironed those pointers out yet or not. Luckily, I think I have. But anyway, it's 2 days before the assessment and Apollo sent me flying. He didn't do it on purpose, he's a good horse. Just went over a small jump and he saw his friends, he got a bit excited, then he got a bit unbalanced, and then I got a bit unbalanced, so I came tumbling off him. And actually that's my first fall. I've been riding him for exactly a year now, and I was waiting for a fall to happen because he's a big horse, and sometimes if he spooks, he does get a bit unbalanced. Thank God I'm not properly injured, but I'm just a bit worried that I'm gonna be really sore tomorrow, and I'm trying to do everything in my power not to be sore for the assessment, so I'm on tip-top form, but I can feel like the side of my body kind of hurting, so I'm a little bit worried about that after all of this preparation. But yeah, hopefully I'm okay, and I will see you guys probably the night before my fitness assessment. Good morning, my loves. We are back in Newmarket for the official fitness and riding assessment today, and I'm actually feeling really nervous. The first time round I wasn't nervous at all, but also there wasn't quite as much pressure because if I had failed that one, I had this one to back up on, but this one there's no backup. If I fail this, then I can't do the Magnolia Cup. And I think, and I would hope, that I am more fit than I was back in December. But whilst I've been training a lot, I haven't been doing the specific exercises that we're doing today. I've just been doing a more kind of general approach. Yeah, I just don't feel as prepared this time, so I am feeling a bit nervous, because also if I don't pass, I will, honestly, I think I'll be devastated, because I've got my heart set on this now and I'm so excited. This time I'm staying in the Jockey Club rooms, which is like a kind of members club hotel. I think they also do weddings here. It's really, really gorgeous. I mean, my room's not looking so nice now because I have just slept in it, but we have this bed. I mean, it's very much jockey themed, this hotel, which you'll see when we go downstairs. And look at my view, it's really beautiful. Oh, honestly, waking up in the countryside makes me so happy. Let me show you down here. So we have, they've got like a big garden down here, and then this is like a little training ring for the horses. And then the BRS, the British Riding School, which is where I'm going to this morning, is somewhere, I think, behind that church. It's about a 7-minute drive. I also spoke to you a couple of days ago, didn't I, when I fell off the lovely Apollo, and I was so worried because I really thought I was going to be bruised and really hurting, and it was the adrenaline that was kind of like masking the pain, but actually I'm fine somehow. I am a little bit sore, but no, nothing too bad. So I feel so lucky, and I will not be jumping anymore anytime soon because I really don't want to do anything to jeopardize this Magnolia Cup. I don't have a full-length mirror in this room, but today I'm wearing a kind of cross between equestrian and gym wear. So it's this top and leggings from Holland Cooper, and then this way I don't have to get changed halfway through the day. But yeah, these are really nice. They're kind of like training leggings for riding. I wouldn't say they're breeches, I wouldn't say they're jodhpurs, but you can definitely wear them for riding. Anyway, as always, I'm yapping on. I need to go get some good breakfast. I've been told to have some white carbs because apparently they're easier to digest, some fruits, and maybe pancakes. So let's go. Okay, so this is the plan for the day. Simulator training, which I didn't actually know we were going to do today, which is quite exciting, because I've done a mechanical horse but not the simulator. Riding assessment, and then we're done. People in the countryside are just so much nicer. I'm driving in my car and this guy was walking on the pavement and he just gave me the biggest smile, and it's really just put me in such a good mood now. It would never happen in London, and if it did, I'd think they were trying to rob me. It was really nice. I feel like that's a good omen for today. Now we're en route to the British Racing School and we pretty much head straight into the test, so let's go.
You go around. Okay. Right, stretch your legs. In 3, 2, 1, and up, down, feet together, up.
The first exercise are leg raises. We have to do this for 4 minutes straight and we can't miss a beat. The first test I got 100%, so I knew I could do it again this time. It was just a case of mind over matter. This really targets your core, which is so helpful for staying balanced on the horse.
So, you get the right order. Okay, you're gonna put your plate on the chest like that. Charlotte gonna count loud. 20, 1, 2, and the other 3 are gonna follow in the same pace, yeah? When you reach 20, you'll see when this position immediately after the 20 needs to be 90 degrees on the knees. Just hold it for 3 minutes, okay? 2, 1, go, and 1, and 2, 1, 3.
As you heard, 20 squats with a weight and then a 3-minute hold. This targets the quads, which is essential for general riding, racing, and most importantly, pushing the horse at the end of a race.
We're gonna go. I recommend you to go against the bike like that, so you're not sliding anywhere. Fingers pointing forward, the hands underneath the shoulders, so it's shoulder width apart, obviously, okay? And we're going to 90 degrees on the elbows. 120
seconds of the press up hold. This one is so hard, but it really helps to hold the strong horses, and it also helps with the push position at the end of a race. In the last test, I managed 45 seconds, and this time 105 seconds, so I was very pleased.
30 to go.
Wow. Impressive. You're so okay.
1, 4, 5. So, 4 minutes, yeah? Right, come on, let's go. 1. Okay, low and perfect. That's perfect, yeah. Well done. Hold it.
Again, the muscles we'll be using for the push position in the race. The wobble cushions help with the stability in the stirrups.
How long? In 3 minutes.
You've done 2 or 5.
Amazing. Oh, well done. Amazing. Really good. Okay, keep breathing. Amazing. You got this.
2 and 1. And it's in the way, so please go outside. Everybody saw that? So yeah. Right. So we're going to sit nice and straight. We work with the metronome. Okay. Every time you hear the beat, your arm should be fully extended. 2 minutes test. You ready? In 3, 2, 1, and push and push and push and push.
Okay, 2 minutes of this, and even after 4 months of intense training for it, I still really struggled. Again, this is for helping us with the push position at the end of the race.
Go on the left as well. Look, shoulders, you look every time going. Look, left. Okay, that's 122. Alright, that's...
Okay, so we're halfway through the fitness test. I just did my worst one, which is my arms, and last time I got 1 minute. This time I got 1 minute 22, but honestly I'm still just really struggling with that one. But I guess at least it's an improvement, and everything else has gone well. The press up hold is another one I struggled with. Last time was 45 seconds, this time was 1 minute 5, so I'm really happy with that progress actually. What have we got next? I think it might be the watt bike, which is the torture device of doom. I'm dying. I'm really hurting already. Okay, let's go.
Body for 4 minutes max. If you stop before, just stand up and walk away, okay? So we can clock you, okay? Get ready. 3, 2, 1.
A 4-minute plank. Again, this is to help with arm strength, core strength, and even leg strength. It's kind of one of those exercises that does everything. Last time I got 100%, so I knew I could do it again.
We'll keep pushing.
So 3, 2, and stop. 3 minutes, and Kate, you alright with that, yeah? As well? Yeah. We'll give you some time, don't worry.
And finally, what I've been dreading all day, the watt bike. If you haven't had a chance to try it, it is quite the experience. It's incredibly tough. It feels so intense. Your legs burn almost immediately. Your heart is racing and you're pushed to your limit within about the first 30 seconds, but you then have to go for an entire 3 minutes. It's definitely a case of just grinning and bearing it and just giving it your all. And what this is doing is it's really testing our endurance, which you need for riding out on the gallops every morning and of course for the race. That was horrific. I'm going to be sick. It's horrible. Fitness test is done, thank God. I actually think I did better than last time, which I am surprised about, but I'm so happy. So I think that is a pass. We will find out the official results in a bit, but now we're going on the simulator, which is very exciting, and so I need to get changed into my riding outfit.
Massive improvement from last time when you did quite low, 87%.
Oh my God, wow.
And horses that you've got to hold together, keep your core strength together, it will really help you. Head down to the simulator room.
Yep.
Yeah, well done everyone. So I leave all our bits in here.
So it's nice to keep together. Some people ride with just one, but it's safer if you ride with two. Okay. And so when you've got your hands here and you're sitting up just like you're doing a canter, and when you go into the push position, sit down like you're sitting in a chair, and then you shorten your rein. I call it 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then you just push out. Okay. And if you keep your hands close to the neck, you keep into the rhythm and just nudge it out. You don't have to be that physical. It's just picking up the rhythm of the horse and going with the horse, okay? Over a 5 furlong sprint, the less you do on them, you just want to be with them rather than trying to force them and pick them up. And
It's a unique track, it's not level. So when we do the course walk, but the key thing is when you're race riding, is you want to keep contact with the reins. So you want, because you're organising the horse. So if you have a big loose rein, it's very hard to keep them balanced. So you want to feel like you've got contact with the bit. And there's loads, as Michael says, loads of ways. His way is an easy way. I teach my guys slide their hand up, open the thumb up, and re-bridge. So but there's a few ways of doing it. But just practice it. And what you want to do is when you're practicing, do not look at your hands.
That's right.
Hello again.
Hi.
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so we've got 4 horses, so we'll ride 4 at a time and then swap over with 3 of you. Okay, so you've got grooming kits there, stable rubbers. So these are your horses, if you correspond them with where they are here. Charlotte, Sunset Bounty, box number 21 in the main yard. Hey, Kate?
Yep. Next to...
How many fingers have you got? You're alright with fingers?
Why?
She needs a muzzle on, he needs a muzzle on when you tack him up.
Okay.
So bridle on, muzzle on, head
Yeah.
collar, tie him up.
Bridle
Cross
on,
the legs as well.
Okay.
So he's here.
Oh, ears back already.
Just said to go and help.
Okay, I'm gonna just chuck this down here. Easy takes a bit easy. Good morning from one very tired looking girl. Yesterday was incredible, but it was so much hard work. I really pushed myself to the absolute limit. So by the end of the day, I was just physically and also mentally exhausted as well. After obviously the test, the simulator training, and then the riding assessment. I'm obviously delighted with the outcome, and I think we've got 1 or 2 more tests left to go, so each time I obviously want to improve a little bit more, so I'll continue working on those. Anyway, it is for some reason I decided to go to the yard the next day, so I woke up at 5 this morning, and yesterday though I did a ice bath and infrared sauna just to help with the muscle recovery a bit, but I'm actually struggling to walk a little bit, so I'm not sure how I'm going to hop on the race horses this morning, so wish me luck. I last spoke to you guys at 7:15 and it's now 8:30. I've done 2 lots. No, I've done 1 lot, but 2 gallops with Gulong Gong. He's a horse I usually really like to ride, and I do like to ride, but It wasn't a good day today. I think I made a mistake coming straight after the fitness assessment. My arms have never felt this weak before. Like, I'm even struggling to pick up the saddle. I think just yesterday I pushed myself, and then getting on Gulong, who was quite strong today. First gallop up I was fine, but I was too close to the horse in front of me for my liking. Like, it was a safe distance but still too close. And then up the second gallop my arms were gone and he just went flying up the gallop, and luckily he just about stopped at the end. I thought he was going to throw me off because I thought he was going to come to a sudden stop and then I was going to go flying, but luckily he didn't go flying. But it's just really frustrating because it just feels like I'm not doing my job properly, and also everything goes out the window when the horse is bolting off of you like that. The technique that I've been like trying really hard to do just goes completely just goes completely out the window. So I think it actually was videoed, but I do not want to even look at that video, let alone put it on my YouTube channel. I was supposed to only ride Gulong today, but they're going to put me on another horse called Lily something, who apparently will be fine, but I just feel like I don't have another one in me. They reassured me it happens to everyone and it won't be the first time and it won't be the last time, but still I just feel a bit defeated, and I still feel kind of tired as well. So we're going again, and hopefully next time I speak to you guys in about an hour's time I will feel a little bit less deflated. I think it's quite a good day to vlog because I want to kind of show the downs as much as the ups, and there's been a lot of highs recently, and look at that cute little mouth. You are sweet. I think it's good to show kind of the lows as well. I'm, not feeling great today. I am in a much better place than I was back at 8:30. It's now 10:30 and I am so much better. I still feel like I just want to cry because I've been like holding in crying for like 24 hours. I'm just a bit overwhelmed and a bit stressed at the moment. And I've just got lots of different things going on, and I think where I'm not like sleeping properly, I'm having like late nights and really early mornings, and also exercising every day. I just think it's like taking its toll and I just need a good cry. But I feel positive and I feel confident because my trainer Barry was an absolute saint. He saw how stressed I was this morning and he said that he could see it on my face, and I honestly think I passed on that stress to the horse, and I feel really bad about that, but I think the horse felt stressed. And the thing is with race horses that Barry told me is the more you're tense and the more you're stressed, the less you're going to be able to control them. And it's just so counterintuitive to relax when the horse is being strong, because you just want to hold on and control, but you kind of have to let go of that control. But so that's something I'm really trying to learn. But he was really lovely and he just told me to take 10, and he walked me, just me and him, down to the gallop, and I went and just did one long gallop by myself where I could just kind of focus on me, focus on the horse, focus on breathing, focus on relaxing, and honestly it did the world of good. I really felt as soon as I relaxed the horse slowed down, and I still can't quite get my head around that, but I think it's just the way that they're trained. And when he said he's going to put me on another horse, I just said to him I really don't want to, because I feel like I'm really weak right now and I don't feel good. But I'm so glad that he told me to trust him and gave me that boost of confidence that I needed, and just really held my hand from start to finish. I think I really needed that. I'm not crying because I'm sad, I'm just crying because I'm overwhelmed, but I'm happy now and I'm leaving the yard feeling good and I'm feeling like ready for next time. Morning my loves, this is beginning to feel like deja vu. I filmed this 3 times now because we had the first assessment in November, second in February or whatever that was, and this is the third. Last time I said this is the penultimate test, and it was, because if I didn't pass that and if I didn't do well, that would have really affected my chances. But this is the penultimate test, because there's a little problem. There are currently 15 of us in the running for the Magnolia Cup and only 12 can run. The reason for this is because Goodwood say every single year somebody unfortunately gets injured and people often drop out, but this year that hasn't happened. So basically 3 of us are not going to get in, and that is heartbreaking. The thought of not getting in, I don't know what I would do. I mean, part of me is like, okay, I've already won, because this experience and the lead up to this experience has been everything. I feel like I've made friends for life, I've made friends that have turned into family, and learning this new skill has just been a crazy experience. But also I've worked so hard. Like, I have never worked this hard at anything in my whole life. I have been on the edge of physical and mental kind of complete drain so many times, and there's been so many tears, and so many highs, and I've only got 2 months left. I've been doing this now for 7 months, so to then fall at the last hurdle would just be devastating. I'd be really, really heartbroken. And the thing is as well, the competition is incredibly strong. Some of these girls are professional riders, and I think most of us have been riding our entire life, but some of them, you know, just to that next level. And even though, yes, I've been riding my whole life, I am not a professional, I never have been. So they kind of have that advantage, because we also have the riding test today as well. But then again, I do feel like I'm a confident rider. The thing is, of the riding test, the fitness test is fine, because that is completely in my control. I'm a little bit worried because I pushed myself too hard this week, and I rode a new horse at the yard yesterday. He was very, very excited and very strong, so I'm really hurting today. But anyway, that is in my control. What's not in my control is what horse I'm given to ride. If I'm given a horse that is really keen, really strong, and just wants to bolt off with me, there's not much you can do. When you have a horse that wants to bolt, even the best of riders, the best jockeys, are going to struggle. So yeah, I think it's a little bit of luck, a lot of hope. I'm staying in the jockey rooms again. I probably won't film everything today because you guys saw that last time and there's no point repeating, but I'll keep you updated with the progress. I'm nervous, but I'm also quite excited because the last couple of times I've only trained with about 6 girls, and this time we're doing it with everybody, so it'll be really nice to have everyone in the same room. Okay, let's go grab some breakfast. Okay, so that went really well. I couldn't be happier. The only thing actually that I declined in was the watt bike, but this time I did a different technique. Sorry, I just want to get my car. And I think it's because I mixed up my technique, which I probably shouldn't have done. But still, I know that I would have scored. So what did I score last time? 87. So I'm assuming this time I've gone a little bit higher, which is good. Just putting on my riding boots because we're going to have the riding assessment. I don't know if I'm more physically or more mentally drained right now. So the riding assessment went well. These horses are ex-racers and they now work full-time at the British Racing School, so they know every trick in the book. They are a bit older, a bit smarter, a bit wiser, and the horse I was riding was definitely testing me. He was trying to work out how much I knew, so he kept on doing little things to see if he could do it, and I kept on correcting him. He kept on trying to bronc, and if you don't know what bronking is, it's basically when the horse puts its head down, tries to almost throw you off him. He didn't bronc, but he kept on trying to. He also kept on jibbing and napping, which is basically when they don't want to go forward. So that kind of was really stressing me out, because I was like, oh my god, I'm being assessed on my riding right now. I need to look really good. And he is just trying to make it as hard as possible for me. I don't feel 100% confident about how well I have done, how well I've scored. Yeah, unfortunately, I now have to wait 4 days until I get the results, whether I'm in the Magnolia Cup or not. So I'm going to try and put it to the back of my mind and not think about it, which is going to be very hard. 9 o'clock on Tuesday, and I've just got back from the stables, which is why I look like this. But I just had the call from the Goodwood team, and they said I got into the Magnolia Cup. I've got a place. I am honestly, I'm quite shocked. I've been overthinking it all weekend, thinking I haven't got it because, I don't know, like I said, the competition was so strong. There was nobody who didn't do well in the fitness and the riding assessments, and it was only my horse and one other horse that was kind of like acting up. So I thought, oh my god, they're gonna think I can't ride. So I really started thinking I didn't get in. I honestly felt like I was in the X Factor on the phone. They were like, yeah, so there's so many strong women in this year's running. It was really hard to choose, and the way the conversation was going, I was just thinking, oh my god, I haven't got it, I haven't got it. So when she said congratulations, you got a place, I just am so happy. And now we are on the final stretch. It's the last 2 months now until the race, so we can really start ramping up a notch. And yeah, it actually feels real and it feels really serious now. So yeah, anything you guys want to see, any content ideas, let me know. I always want to do content that you guys will enjoy, so please let me know. Oh my god, all the hard work was worth it. So I just want to say thank you so much for all of your support. When we were doing the fitness test, I was uploading live onto my equestrian account. By the way guys, I made an equestrian account, who would have thought? It's another Instagram that I can just basically spam you guys with and not have to worry about boring all the people who aren't interested in horses. But I was uploading live and the amount of messages I was getting and support was just so lovely and really gave me a boost. So yeah, I love you all so much. I will see you in the next video, and please do let me know in the comments if there's anything you want to see specifically. Goodbye.